River and Reverie, Paintings of the Mississippi by Rolland Golden.
It was a release for me to do this exhibit after having done the Katrina show. I worked for that for 2 years, and it was a very depressing, frankly, experience for me. It was important that I stay that way, though, in order to produce the paintings that I did. When I finished it after 2 years, I wanted to do something that would be uplifting and get me out of this downer mood. We live 5 minutes from the river, and I would go there almost every day. And I said, this looks like this could be the subject for me. I have somewhat of a history with the river, going back to when I lived in Jackson and Grenada, Mississippi. So I began to take some photographs of the river and eventually turn those photographs into paintings. I thought when I started this that I would go from New Orleans to St. Louis. As far north as I got was Clarksdale. I must say the majority of the paintings come from Natchez and in the immediate Natchez area. We went to Greenville, we went to Clarksdale, we went downriver to St. Francisville, we did a ride on the Mississippi Queen. If you think the river doesn't have the colors in it that I put in them, it does. But they don't necessarily come in the same order in which I put them in there. And I was quite excited by the fact that the river is rarely brown, unless you get down close and look at it. These are the most colorful paintings I've ever done. I was known in the past primarily for earth tones, grays, blacks, and things of that nature, and reds and so forth. But I had to learn a lot about color to do this. I started out with the sky colors, and I just gradually brought those colors down into the river itself, allowing your eyes to move from up to down and back and forth, and keeping the concentration, the dynamic point of emphasis right here through there. Now, I don't paint on time. I used to many years ago. I take my own photographs, and I can take a roll of photographs, 2 rolls of photographs, and maybe get 10 paintings from that. I used to sketch, be going all day, and maybe get 2 paintings. And I like working. I use the photographs, I don't copy them. There's a big difference. Superimposition is something that I started a long time ago. And I decided that things that might not look interesting to you would become interesting if you superimpose another image directly in front of it. And as a result of that, it just bled over to a lot of my work over the years. And of course it was a natural here because the trees are between you and the Mississippi in many instances. And you will see that I have used them a lot. But I like them, so I use them. I use photographs. I may take 4, 3, 6 photographs and put them together and make one image. I will start out with a concept, or maybe I'll see one photograph. I have a concept, but I think, gee, I wish I had this in it or something, and I can make it up, and I do a lot of times. I create them. Other times I may have a reference, so I may put 3 or 4 photographs. This is one photograph in which I did this. Here, again, I would take a couple of the colors out of the sky, and I do a small study, either a pencil drawing or a color study, before every painting that I do. And this has been painted over, these have been painted over probably 3 times, because color I put in here, when I went back and added over, it didn't work, so I had to go back over it again. But it went reasonably fast when you look at it and think how long it must have taken. And it's just an effort to give an impression of what was happening.